Okay, so this video, I'm being brave. Ugh, brave. I never thought I would show anyone my tummy. Um, but I lost a little modesty being in the hospital. Me and my roommate, we were ass buddies, staring at each other's asses all day, pretty much. Um, I gotta say, I had the best roommate in the hospital. The floor we were on was post-surgical, and we weren't in there for the same thing, but I think she was the only one in there that was like around my age, and thank God the bed coordinator put us together. Um, she had a great sense of humor. It turns out, like, we know each other through like friends of friends and stuff like that. Um, but she was hysterical. It made being in the hospital so much better. Um, but yeah, the hospital wasn't as bad because of her. I was really glad to have her as a roommate. Um, so I lost a lot of modesty being in the hospital. So I'm going to show the world of YouTube my tummy incisions. Um, so these are my tummy incisions. I'm wearing my awesome Winnie the Pooh pajama pants. So I've got right here. We've got the starry strips. We've got 3 right here. Um, we've got some bruising too. So we've got this right here. They're actually becoming very itchy. And then this is where the little port was to for drainage, which was super sexy. But overall, it's not much. There's a lot of bruising. Right here is where is the most sore. There's actually like a little indent right here, which is kind of weird, but it's from the tools that they use and everything, and it'll even back out. I don't think I'll have an indent in my flub there forever. I don't think I'll have much flub there forever coming up. But that's it. That's just. And I've got all the sticky stuff still from my EKG leads. I've tried to wash them off in the shower, and they are just stubborn. So, yeah. I even forgot one. I got into CVS with my sister's fiance, and there's one still on my shoulder. Oops. So, those are my incisions. I'm going to grab my chair and sit my ass back down slowly. Alright. So, and my flowers back there, back here. They are beautiful. I love them. So, focus on looking at those and not the grossness of my tummy. But, seeing other people post-surgical helped me. So, returning the favor on YouTube, because I don't think I'll actually ever meet any of you, except the friends and family that watch this. But anyway, so the hospital stay wasn't bad. The beds and chairs hurt my ass. You know, with as much cushioning as I have on my ass, I thought I'd be fine. Nope. By the time I left, I ended up with like 6 pillows on my bed. I was sitting on 2 of them. They were like graduating up the back of it. It was, my ass is happy to be home in my softer, squishier bed. And in my softer, squishier chairs. I went for a walk yesterday, just down the street, like literally a couple 100 yards, just to get moving and get out there. It was good. A nice little walk. Excuse me. I had a nasal cannula in the hospital, which is the little, it goes up here for the oxygen behind your ears. I got a little discouraged in the hospital. I was on morphine, and they give you the little button that you can press every so often if you're in pain. I was in pain quite a bit, and I kept pressing the button like every time I could. The first day I was in there, and every time I could press it, I was like, yes! My family's making fun of me, because I'd be like, yes, press the button time! But I wanted that pain relief so bad the first day I was in there. And, then I went without it, like, every now and then, but it was making me so loopy. I couldn't do anything on YouTube because I couldn't even see the print on the computer that I brought. I couldn't read anything. I was just out of it. Like, people would be there visiting me and talking to me, and I'd be falling asleep. Like, what? Hi, I'm here. I'm not a fan of the morphine. She gave me Tylenol at one point, which I think they only gave me Tylenol like twice, but I was much more of a fan of the Tylenol over the morphine for me. And one of the nurses and techs on the overnight, they were not freaking listening to me at all. And I'm trying to tell them that the morphine depresses my respiratory system, so I can't breathe as well, and my O2 stat goes down. Sat, not stat. My oxygen saturation, which is they put the little pulse ox monitor on, and that's the amount of oxygen you have in your blood. But when I'm on the morphine, my saturation goes down, so I have to be on the nasal cannula. And they like weren't listening. I had to tell them that no, I need the oxygen to walk. The oxygen has to come with me. Someone should be with me while I walk in the hallway if I'm taking the morphine. But I was taking the morphine just to sleep, and I was up every hour to half hour pressing that button going, I need more morphine. So, not a fan of morphine. Much bigger fan of the Roxaset at home because it gives me 3 hours until I need to take it again. But, yeah, so those are my little incisions. But tell your nursing staff what you've learned about yourself in the hospital, because morphine is a respiratory depressant, so that's what it was doing for me. But and my first shift nurses knew that, but my third shift nurses, the overnight nurses, weren't quite getting it. So I had to keep telling them, no, this is what we figured out already. This is how it works. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself while you're in the hospital. My first and second shift nurses were amazing. They were great. But the third shift nurses, meh. But, yeah, speak up for yourself. Don't just kind of go along with everything they say. Speak up for yourself. I think that's it. Yay, incisions! Woo!